You're able to see the screen?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, let's continue. Who wants to read now?
May I read, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu, please.
One day, Prabhupada from here, na?
Yes.
One day, Prabhupada spotted an Arab in traditional garb in the Pandal crowd. And
So which Pandal crowd you are talking about?
Mumbai Pandal, right?
Mumbai Pandal.
Yes. Please continue.
One day, Prabhupada spotted an Arab in a traditional garb in the Pandal crowd and asked one of the sannyasis to call the man to the stage and seat him next to him. The man had worry beads in his hand, and Prabhupada asked him, "What is that? What do you do with it?" He replied that he just fiddled with the beads. Prabhupada showed him his japamala and said, "We also have something like that, and we chant the names of the Lord and keep count. Your beads are also meant for chanting the name of God, Allah, and keeping count. So you should chant the name of the Lord. And you shouldn't just carry the string of beads in the open because it is sacred. You should keep it carefully. You should get a bead bag like this so it is not exposed to unclean things."
See how nice Prabhupada is. This person, you must be knowing that they have this 33 beads with them, the rosary beads. They are not made of tulsi, they are made of some other material. So they carry that with them. And even if you go to Middle East, Saudi Arabia and all, they all carry that those beads. And they chant 99 names of Allah in it. How many of you know this? That they have 99 names of Allah. They will do it 3 times, 33 into 3. 3 times go that will go up and go down like that. So Prabhupada is, without any intention to convert him or anything, see how he is nicely telling telling this person to chant, and the rules. So very generic, isn't it? Some devotees are telling that they are not able to join. I don't know why. Something we'll have to fix it. Those are
Prabhuji,
able to join.
what happens is when we have Teams on our mobile and we use it for office work, it won't allow us to join this call. That's what I have
But
observed.
those who are complaining are not working, Prabhu. They are more like they are retired
They're
people.
not-
And the one other devotee also was trying to join, but he was not able to. Just give me 1 sec. Let me call this. Is that Sandhya Mataji is saying that she's not able to join? Megha Mataji has joined. Some of them are able to join. Sachinandan Prabhu is also joined. It's good to see him after a long time.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, Megha Mataji. So nice to see your notes, Mataji. It's really, you are adding the real value there also. They're having nice special this thing. But even though you may not capture every point, but at least even if you capture 1 or 2 points also, you add nice your personal reading and realizations also, which is really. Thank you for
Prabhuji,
that.
I just tried to serve.
So, your trying is really nice. Good. So Sandhya Mataji joined, Hare Krishna Mataji. So you are able to join. One devotee was saying that he was not able to join. Let me just call him and check if he's. Okay, let's continue. So this is the
Yes, Prabhuji.
thing, how Prabhupada is so, this is real Samadarshi, because he sees that the person is really doing something. So we should not be, trying to say, oh, no, Krishna name is better. No, I'm being a Acharya, he shows that, okay, you already follow some path. Follow that. Many times Prabhupada said that, no, if you are a Christian, be a good Christian. If you are a Muslim, be a good Muslim. What Islam teaches, what Christianity teaches, what other religions teach, they are all teaching about, they say, they're teaching being good with everybody, loving to everybody. That's what they teach, isn't it? See how I was just thinking about the incidents happening in the last few days, how it has really changed the mind of the mood of the whole country, or even the many other countries also for that matter. See, this is this big thing about what you call the general perception in a society. The bad thing some people do also, it affects all those who are doing good things. Some little few bad elements are there also, that affects all the good work that is done by there. So now few people who were killing somebody in the name of religion, they have created a black mark to their entire religious community, isn't it? Anybody who you see, they will say that, hey, no, I'm afraid this person will also do the same thing. So that is the big danger. But on the other hand, in the society, 90% of the people do good also. The 10% doing bad things will create so much impact on the 90 perception on the 90% of the people, but the 90% of the people's good thing will not create a compassion on the other 10% of the people. You understand the difference here? Be doing good and doing positive things versus negative things. So now, who is to blame? And frankly speaking, there are so many Buddhist Muslims also that they are all really worried and afraid of their own life and their own what do you call how people will perceive them. Because there are many people who are friends, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, they are all friends. How would you see that whole thing, isn't it? So this is a real complicated thing in the society. We can't take sides or whatever the thing is, but of course, the certain things have to be done. But all said and done, see the psychology the psychological fear that it is all creating. So that's where we really have to follow the footsteps of acharyas like Prabhupada, where he's teaching the whole thing. Frankly speaking, this happens in 77, and this was not very far from the Pakistan-India war that happened in 71-72 time. It was pretty close, 4-5 years only at that time, isn't it? So it's very important to understand the subtle things in this in our this thing. Yes, while we have to really do something to stop these elements, it is at the same time uh, we have to see from a devotee perspective also how to help those who are really innocent and suffering. Right? I see one chat message. Let me see. Some people, even among devotees, are mentioning that in some religion it is mentioned that killing other religion people is a pious activity for them. How to understand this? It is actually there in the no. See, this is like how should I say? In our this thing also it is said if somebody is doing a Vaishnava Ninda, you should cut their tongue or you should kill them. Or this, some few things are mentioned, isn't it? But doesn't mean that people immediately go take the thing and cut off whatever. They don't do that. There should be some common sense that should prevail. And unfortunately, it is these people who are misinterpreted or are misguided by some bad elements, negative elements. And we don't know who had inserted these kind of things, right? There is a lot of controversies around that, whether it was really spoken by Prophet or after 200 years after the Prophet left, this thing came and it was revised, and so many things are told. And if you talk to them, there won't be any logic at all. Right? I'm talking only from a philosophical point of view, not from any religious point of view. If we know that, Atma, we know the birth, the rebirth and incarnation, all those things, we have those in our karma, and all those things, we have it in our way of life, right? Our Sanatan Dharma. But if you see, the lot of things are really, I would say, doesn't make sense at all, right? And I'm not talking only about the Islam religion. In many other religions also, what they are telling, it's really, it doesn't make any sense at all to us. Because Prabhupada has given us, and our acharyas have given us such a nice concept, hold on the complete philosophy, that many of these things that people say is wrong. Even in Hindu Dharma also, there are a lot of things that are speculations, or they are interpolations and everything that has happened over the time. So this is prevailing across the board because of the kamesh jnana prapadyante. Those people are all after, they are taking to religion also for satisfying their material sense gratification. That I am superior to you, I want more name and fame, I want more wealth, I want more this, more that, all material sense things, they want that. If they use religion for that, that is the lowest level people are in right now. That's why again and again and again, so many problems are coming. Just 2-3 years ago, until 2 years ago, we had Corona and we totally forgot about it now. People have forgot about it. Even during Corona time, there was wars and everything was going on. Already people are dying. Why are you killing on top of it? Right? So people don't understand this. There's no sense at all in this whole thing. Right? So we can't help it. Some of these people are misinterpreting it and doing their own kind of thing. But having said that, we can't be inactive. That is very important thing. We should be really clear in that principle, that we should not be inactive. We should support those who are suffering and those who are innocent. We cannot say that no, we are above all thing. When the thing comes to us, we will know, isn't it? So how difficult it will be that you are going for a normal walk, just for a walk with your, say, parents or children or whatever, and suddenly one bad guy comes and points gun at you and kill you. Well, realize the challenge when it happens to us. So we have to be really understanding it in the right sense. What is the concept of devotional service? Anyway, right people should take the right decision, but from our point of view, we all should be very sane and not lose our mental balance during this period, and help those who are whatever, who are suffering, who is having the challenges, help in a very impartial way. That is what is the right way to go. At least, end of the day, that sense of understanding the situation and acting accordingly will please Guru and Krishna. Right? I hope that helps. We should not be agitated and disturbed in the situation. We should help those who are agitated and disturbed. So, in order to help those who are agitated and disturbed, another agitated and disturbed person cannot help them, isn't it? Only those who are able to think properly, think more sanely, they will be able to help the person who is disturbed or suffering. That is why we need to take shelter of Krishna, take shelter of sound incarnation, sound vibration, even more deeply. Oh. So let's move on. Let's go ahead. So now Prabhupada is sorry, Maharaj is explaining a little bit more further. Chanchapati Prabhu would like to read it.
Prabhuji, before reading, just one question just raised in my mind that I want to ask.
Yes,
That
Prabhu.
you said that we should not get agitated, and at the same time we should help those who are agitated or disturbed. Now my question is, if someone is agitated or disturbed You said we should take shelter of Krishna, we should take shelter of holy name. But if someone is agitated or disturbed, his mind is not ready to take shelter of Krishna or holy name. Even if he is trying, he is further getting to that agitated subject matter itself.
Mm.
Then how to help them?
Right. So this is not going to be an easy task, Prabhu. Yesterday also we were discussing, today morning also we were discussing about it. One of the most difficult job is to, guide somebody, or counsel or guide or mentor, whatever word you may use, because they come to you with some problems. Whether they want to go back with the solution you are giving or not, it's their part also has to be played. They should play a mature role also. But at the same time, our responsibility to help them is much more, because we are supposed to be at a higher platform. They're like in a agitated platform. When you are seeing from above, you will see the why they are agitated, disturbed, why they are suffering, and all those things. So it's like the example that Govardhan Prabhu gave of that sadhu and the scorpion, right? That is the thing, that as a sadhu, you have to be really, really patient. He cannot just say that, okay, I'm giving, you just take and go on. The one thing is that the purity of the sadhu, purity in terms of his conviction and faith in the path, in the method that we are following, will definitely help for the others also. That is Krishna's mercy, will definitely help the others. And also very genuine karunya, not just looking at from a bodily perspective, community, religion, nation, etc., etc. But why from a atma point of view of seeing them as an atma, uh, and also a lot of patience and perseverance. They will not take it immediately. So many people we are trying to give philosophy, this, that, etc. But then so long it takes to even make them to chant one round, isn't it? And many of them are mass people. Like you can't go and tell them as a single person and make them chant many times. They see a group of mass big thing that is happening immediately. They say, oh, it's like fear of losing out. What is that? Fear of missing out. FOMO they call it. Fear of missing out they call it. Hmm? So they say that, oh, everybody is going somewhere and they are all chanting. Let me also go and join. That there are many people like that. They will come and join only when they see some big mass thing happening or something happen, a miraculous thing happening, and somebody is changed. No way. For that, what is the important thing? From our side, the best thing is our purity, Prabhu. Purity is the force. How pure we are in giving the message of Krishna consciousness to others, the message of bhakti to the path of bhakti to others, that is the greatest force that will help them. There's a force. Whether they are moving forward or not, from their side, some part of the endeavor is definitely required. But initially, they can't make any endeavor. The magnet has to attract the iron. The iron will not move on its own. Once it comes to the magnet and sits with the magnet, then iron gets magnetized. Then it becomes a magnet by itself. Then they can go on. So like how we are preaching now. We all are having our own lessons of preaching. Well, once upon a time, we were also like that. Wetwood or whatever it is, right? So we have to be really, really, really patient with them. We should have the firm faith that somehow or other Krishna will help souls, and not that we are doing. Many times we lose the patience because we are conscious that I am preaching, isn't it? So after a point we lose patience. How long I can try this like that? But when you're seeing that Krishna is utilizing me as an instrument and he is doing the work, Prabhupada and our spiritual master are using me as an instrument and they are doing their work, we will not be so much disturbed. We will not do it with a result-oriented mentality. Our problem is fruity mentality, result-oriented mentality. I'm always thinking from the perspective of how soon I get this person to do chanting and then move on. No, many times it will be just, well, we may end up spending a lot of time. How much patient Vidura was with Dhritarashtra? In spite of the fact that he was driven away so many times or cheated so many times. He was not trusted at all. I was making this point in that Chennai class when I was talking about Vidura. It is really, really the most difficult situation to work for somebody who does not trust you, or help somebody who does not trust you, who does not thank you. Trust you means they don't thank you, isn't it? They don't thank you. Many of these people who are terrorists or whatever, militants or whoever is locally, they are helping people. So ungrateful people. They are eating the food, the subsidies, things that are given to them in whatever way, and still they are killing the same place. What is that? This thali se ab khate usme ched lagate. They say that, right? It's a standard saying. So even to such people, you have to be compassionate. That is what is the Krishna wants us to do. Even to the one who is Dhritarashtra, what he did to Vidura, for that Vidura should have cut off his head right then and there and went away. But what did he do? Very, very patient, extremely patient. Saying, okay, time will come when Krishna he will realize his mistakes. Time will come, he will receive Krishna's mercy. He will appreciate Krishna's mercy. And that happened. That patience always wins. That helps, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you very much.
Always we have to just leave it as okay. Now Krishna wants me to do this, because at the end of the day, in that whole process, our false ego also has its effect there. Krishna is testing our false ego also. That okay, now you are trying to preach to somebody. Your false ego will be satisfied, or you are expecting that so and so person to accept your message and to become a devotee soon. But what I am thinking, I mean, paraphrasing Krishna, what he will be saying. But what I want is, I will know, I know when make that person a devotee. But right now, I want you to become a devotee. So if everything that you touch turns positive, then your false ego will not go away. You will think that okay, oh yes, my thing is working. So my preaching has a potency. So you should see some failures also. You should see that when you are preaching, somebody should not accept also. That would make you humble. So I want to slowly we said no, that like the peeling the potato, like that the layers and layers of our what do you call our if false ego has to be removed. So anytime we face some failures or people are not accepting or we are seeing that ourselves are getting disturbed, etc., immediately we should turn and say, this is because of my false ego. Krishna wants me to surrender to him even more uh, 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 what is that word? Without any reservation, even more deeply, without any motivation. So that let me do that. That's how we should see the whole thing. Okay, let's move on. Well,
Prabhuji,
please read from.
Prabhuji, one
Yes, yes.
question.
Yes, Mataji,
Prabhuji,
go
one
ahead.
question. You just said that we should show compassion for those people also who are doing wrong things. I mean, as you said, जिस थाली में खा रहे उसी में छेद कर रहे हैं. So, but these people are so tuned that they will not accept any of our things, right? Because उनका वो Allah and that Quran, they are so wrongly using and accepting it that even if we show compassion to them, it will not help, right?
No, you show the compassion in the right way, Mataji. I didn't say compassion means go and be kind to them. I told that give them the punishment that they deserve. That is also compassion. What Yamaraj is doing in the hell is also compassion to these people. Because if you don't make them realize what they did is a mistake,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
They will not understand. They will think that they can easily go scot free.
Correct.
See what has
Okay.
happened. All the good things that were done so much to bring Kashmir back to normal. With that one small incident, it went back to 3 years, or I don't know how many years it is. Before that, is whatever. People will not be able to come there. Everybody was earning. Kashmir was primarily built on tourism.
Correct.
Yesterday, I was talking to a senior army commander, my friend. my godbrother, who is from Jammu only, and he knows the places in and out. So he told me many things which actually the locals are very much affected by this whole thing, right? So it is a planned attack. Such people cannot be shown mercy in the way you are showing to them. Okay, you slap on one cheek, I will show the other cheek. You have
Yes.
to, but then you can't. But the problem is they are ready to die. That's the kind of mentality they are in. So you should give them something even more than the death. You understand?
Correct.
That
Yes.
is,
Yes.
I don't know what kind of a punishment that the authorities are planning for, but even more than death is how they're torturing I mean, they are made to understand their mistake and think that somehow we should try. Otherwise, worst case, even that cannot be done. Then their death should be a lesson to those people who are standing in line to join the group more and more, isn't it?
Yes.
So
Yes, Prabhu.
we will have to leave it to the authorities to do that. We can't go and to kill them off. We'll be sitting here and we can't go to the border and do those things. We cannot do that. But we can maximum do is support them. What their decision they are taking. Because of that decision, we may have to face some inconveniences. Because when the war comes, economy will go down. And we have to face maybe more security will come, and we will be wherever we are going, in the railway station, bus station, airport, and more security checks will be there. We have to be patient and follow those things. We can't revolt on whatever thing we are doing. So those ways we can help in the authorities. That's a big way. Frankly
True.
speaking, you cannot blame. You imagine how many people you will put it in the military and police and there to sing. Like for example, you are going for a honeymoon and you people there somebody was saying it. I can't go to a honeymoon with four security guards around me. Somebody is telling that. So the society expects certain things. Freedom is required. Like I know when I was in the US, this World Trade Center thing that happened that 9/11 thing happened around the time. Before 9/11, you won't believe it. Whenever I go to drop somebody in the airport or somebody comes to drop me in the airport, without any security check, we will go all the way to the gate. All the way to the gate. Even in India, you just take 50 rupees ticket, 20, 15, 20 rupees ticket or whatever, and then you can go all the way to the gate inside. Nobody will ask you questions. You see? But when one incident happens, you don't know where and all it can happen. So many securities like they will. I hate going by flight because there's so many securities. This check open, this close, all those things. Everything happened because of after that only. I know that how it was before. I used to take Maharaj all the way to the gate and drop him and come back without any security checks. Our other devotees also used to do that. See. So this is how one small incident can disturb the whole the environment because people want to protect. In some way, you please to be free and you go for a picnic. You want to go and be free there. You don't want so many people loitering around us in the name of security. Even if they do that, what is the foolproofness there? Right?
Correct.
So that depends on the authority to to do the right thing, and as a community or as a citizens or whatever, we should be those good people who don't necessarily disturb others, harm others, but try to teach them in the right way. Now is the right time to give Krishna consciousness to the people. Right now, the situation, people are all afraid, they are frightened, right? You
Yes.
can't go to a place easily and just get what you call, these people can be squeezing through anywhere and everywhere. Many things they want to do. Those are failed people, they are very much irritated that they are not successful. They don't want others to be successful. When things are progressing, always envious people will be there to cast their eyes off. But you see one thing, in America, after 26/11, sorry, 9/11, there is no major terrorist incident at all there. Why? Because they have that clout and their authority and their what do you call that uh, uh, superiority or whatever you may want to call it. That is with that they are having the superior intelligence and all those things. And when people tighten the whole thing, then things will work. So we will not to bother about that side of the things. As citizens, whatever we are supposed to be doing, we would just do that. And again, with all due respects, one thing we have to understand that in this material world, how much ever protection you give, you cannot expect foolproof protection. Things will happen to anybody and everybody at any time. It's so pathetic that some people with 5 days just married and they got lost their lives. And then some people were saved because they fell off from the pony and they took some delay in reaching there. Right? But the thing is, we very soon forget this. In the electric trains, the locals, Mumbai locals, they had kept bombs, and the 2611 was there, and 1992 again that reaction to those things happened. So agitation and these things will continue to happen because people are not all are in the elevated stage. They don't have eagerness to come here to this path and want to see that I also want you to be happy, you also be happy, and we keep others happy also, right? So that's why we have to strengthen ourselves more and more and more with the lessons and instructions that we get from our shastras and each other as Vaishnavas. We are all trying to help each other in this way, right? Anybody whom we meet who are I know one of the devotees, teacher she is in Dubai. One of her students is a girl who is hardly in her teens or whatever, and she is sending the message in the morning to her saying that the terrorist killed my father right in front of my eyes, in front of my and my mother's eyes. So I'm not able to come to the class. Like that, she had sent that message to one of the devotees. It's also painful to hear, but again, this is Dukhalaya Mashaswata. We can't help. It can come in so many different ways. We should not lose the
Hare
courage.
Krishna,
You never
Prabhuji.
ever lose courage in that sense, We should always just keep holding on to Krishna's lotus feet tightly, even more tightly in situations like this, and be steady and balanced in our approach to life. We should never lose courage, never lose faith. Sorry, Mataji. Okay, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. One question. Like, we always think that everything happens only with the sanction of Krishna. So should we also assume that this has also happened only with the sanction of Krishna?
100%. There is nothing that is without the sanction of Krishna. We again ask this question. That's why I'm telling you, read that purport 117.22. You have read that purport many times in the past. Let me bring it up.
Yes, Prabhu. Sure. So
We
the
should keep
people
on
who lost
reminding
their lives
ourselves.
were supposed, they were supposed
Wait a minute.
to
Let me
lose their lives like
stop.
that.
No, it is just that. See, definitely it is a painful thing. They are innocent people, whatever. But everything has its own calculation. Krishna's calculation. Let me bring this up. See this. A devotee's conclusion is that no one is directly responsible for being a benefactor or mischief monger without the sanction of the Lord. Therefore, he does not consider anyone to be directly responsible for such action. But in both cases, he takes it for granted that either benefit or loss is God's sent, and thus it is his grace. In case of benefit, no one will deny that is God sent. In case of loss or reverses, one becomes doubtful how the Lord could be so unkind to his devotee as to put him in great difficulty. Isn't it? This is Prabhupada not asking the same question that you are asking?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Sir.
Then he is quoting Jesus Christ's example here. But he was never angry at the mischief mongers. The way to accept a thing either favorable or unfavorable. So we don't identify anything right here, saying a devotee has no suffering at all because so-called suffering is also God's grace for a devotee who sees God in everything. Now you may understand how a devotee will see this situation. Should we see it as a suffering or not? Right? How should we see this? If there are two ways. One is Bhagavatam way. As far as Bhagavatam is concerned, nothing in this world is a suffering, frankly speaking, because every suffering is a dream only. We have seen that. Everything in this world gets into a dream, isn't it? So this body itself is a dream. So the mind is a dream. Everything is happening as a result of that thing is also a dream only. Right? But you cannot explain this just like that to people. Why? Because we ourselves are not yet convinced about it. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Unless we
Yes,
are
Prabhuji.
convinced, we cannot convince others. This is first point, right? The first point is you should be convinced that everything in this world is a dream. Bhagavatam, the foundational message is this only. That everything in this world is a dream only. Everything anartha, sapne anartha pagomoyata. But not everybody is in a position to accept this as a dream. They are actually they are feeling that they are suffering. If you go and tell that this is just a dream, they will not accept you. They will see that you are a mad person. You don't understand. You are an insensitive person. You cannot go and tell them that it is your karma also. Then also we are insensitive, right? So that's where
Yes,
it's a very tricky situation to help people from a devotional perspective. How you can help them? You can either pray for them indirectly or not. If possible, sit with them and pray. Otherwise, you be away from them and pray. There are people who are. I'm not telling about this situation, but I'm generally saying that those who are harming others, they might be suffering, but they will be thinking that no, I don't deserve to suffer. They will not feel that they are making others suffer. But when it comes to them, they will say that no, I should not be suffering. How can I be suffering? So somebody has to convey the message to them, Baba, you did this to others, that is why it is coming back to you. That is why that you reap, so you know, as you sow, so shall you reap. That is also there. But here, we can't be insensitive on going and telling this wife that, no, you did some karma in the past, that is why your husband was killed, you are suffering. That is the most insensitive thing that will happen. Because we ourselves have not been have not convinced. If somebody comes and tells the same things to us, same thing to us, that your karma, that is why you did not get this, you did not get that, how painful it will be for us. Means if I am feeling the pain, means I am not a developed, I am not a mature devotee. You understand? When
yes,
I should not be feeling the pain, I should thank that person for reminding me that it is my karma. If I am a mature devotee. But because I myself am not mature, I cannot go and make another person mature. So the best way you can do is help them by consoling them. Don't worry, things will be all right. It will, after every God doesn't close all the doors. If one door is closed, He will open the other door. Give some generic thing to them, or if they are a little bit inclined at that time, that's the right time for Vairagya, Shmashan Vairagya. At that time, you give them some holy name, chant the holy names. If possible, some people will take it. Those who are affected, whatever happens, that is another thing. Those who are afraid of or they are impacted by the seeing their suffering, seeing the whole thing actually happening and all that. For them, you can tell them that those who are afraid. In Corona time, somebody was asking me, "Oh, in your Bhagavad Gita, I said that this Corona will end or something." I said, "No, Bhagavad Gita doesn't say those things. It gives solution to this thing." It gives yes.
Prabhuji, in the morning also in our counseling meeting, we were discussing the same topic, and it was very clearly said that karma, we cannot say that this whatever happened, this Pahalgam thing, we cannot say that because it was their karma that they died. It can be, but then we should also do action. Action is also required. We cannot just sit insensitively कि ये हो गया तो हो गया, ऐसा नहीं है. We should act, and that action should be neutral from not in from our side, but it should be from the justice side. So that is how it has to be looked at. I mean, this is what we discussed in the morning. So
Yes, same point we are discussing.
Yes, Prabhu.
Insensitive, but the fact is fact that it is without karma nothing works. Krishna is not a partial or a crude manager,
True.
controller, crooked controller. He sees everything equally. Some things might have been there, but our problem, you know what is that, Mataji, is that we very soon we forget it. Even if you are in the problem also, we have been affected directly. They may take some little more time to forget it. But those who are seeing this in the news, they just see for some time and then the other news takes over and you forget it. And so many things we have seen in the past, right? Whoever has seen the 2611 or 911 or this or that, etc. Everybody, we have seen all these things. But the moment we are little bit moved away in time, we forget about it. The impact is lost. Because that is how Maya covers. Maya's greatest tool is to make you forget these things, forget the pain. We can talk now, but after 1 week, after things happen, or I don't know, whichever way it is going to be sorted out, after 1 week, some other news will become very important and we will move on.
True.
That's why after some time people will start going to Kashmir again for vacation, Prabhuji.
No, let them go to Kashmir, that's fine. Or let them go to temple or anywhere they want to. But the point is that going there is, I mean, for that matter, Taj Mahal, what is that, Hotel Taj? That was also burnt and left. Now everybody is going there, everything is normal there. But the thing is, the pain that people endured, that has to be, that scar should be there for us to understand that this has happened and this material world is like this only. Every time after the problem we still hope against hope that this material world is sukhalayam shashvatam. It will not happen. That is where we have to see the reality. But frankly speaking, we all have to leave our body. How many of us are thinking about that? Even if you are, Maharaj used to say that I am 80 now, 90 now, I am 90 now, still I think that I have another 10 more years to go. So that is how our life is. You don't realize that we are also going towards the cave of death. The cave of death is slowly capturing us. Important lesson. And unless and until we are fully realized, we cannot impact others' lives to come out of the thing and take it up. Isn't it? How much am I convinced that this path is helping me come out of this dream state? I have to come out, I have to wake up. Only when you wake up, the dream will go. As long as we are sleeping, dream will continue. When I say dream, that the dream is the material experiences we are talking about this life. So we have to take shelter of Bhagavatam more deeply. When I say take shelter of Bhagavatam more deeply, be more deeply convinced by its message. I don't know how much we are even accepting Bhagavatam's message that this whole material experiences, material life is a dream. At least in our life, we should experience this, accept it first, be convinced about it first. Then maybe when I say to others, it will have some impact. to whatever extent that is. To whatever extent we are accepting it, to whatever extent it will convince others.
Prabhuji,
Do
will you
not
please
encourage
repeat again?
people. To whatever extent I am convinced that all these material experiences are a dream, just anarthas, to that degree, I can convince others about it. Prabhupada was able to convince us because he was 100% convinced about it. So everything is a dream does not mean leave everything and just sleep and don't do nothing, don't do anything. No, it's not that way. If it is a dream, means you bring people out of their dream. Bring people out of the dream and see the reality. Uttishta, Jagrata, Prapyavaran Nibodhata, Surasya Dhara, Nishita Duratyaya. He says that, no? Over Upanishad say, Uttishta, you are waken up from your sleep, this thing, from your bed. But Jagrata, wake up from your sleeping consciousness. Right? So we think a little bit, why Krishna is doing these things, Does it mean that, okay, he wants to remind us that death is unpredictable. It can be any time it can come. Right? How Gajendra is praying. Yakashcha Nesho Balinonta Poragat. He constantly chases us. We can't escape it at all. That's why again and again and again it is reinforcing this point in my mind when I'm seeing this. I was very, very pained to see this news. And you see, you are naturally you go to some of these things and they show all these things. They are talking all things, different things, etc., etc. But the whole point is that, end of the day, it has to reinforce this again that we have to accept Bhagavatam's message that this material world is nothing but this material life and material world and material experiences, everything is but a dream. That is why Yadida Manasa Vacha Chakshurbyam Shravanadibihi Nashwaram Grihyamanam Cha Vidhi Maya Manomayam. Krishna is defining what is Maya in 11.7.7. You are seeing the screen? The screen?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Database.
Prabhuji.
Actually, Mr. Mahavishnu Maharaj took the class on this shloka for almost 6 months. This verse. Vidhi Maya Manomayam. This is a very beautiful verse. This again falls in the same category as that Swapne Anartha Gumayata. See here. My dear Uddhava, the material universe that you perceive through your mind, speech, eyes, ears, and other senses is an illusory creation that one imagines to be real due to the influence of Maya. Everything is imaginary. In fact, you should know that all of the objects of the material senses are temporary. Everything, the objects of the material senses. Now I see that, okay, some nice sweet is kept in front of me. That object is temporary because the sense enjoyment propensity itself is temporary. Yadidam manasa vacha chakshurbyam shravanadibihi. Manasa, by mind I am thinking something. My material mind. With the material mind I am thinking something. Material mind I am wanting something. That is Yadidam Manasa. Then Vacha. By words I am speaking so many things which are material in nature. No, it should have happened like this. It should have happened like this. Why did it not go there? They should have done this. Everything is material. Because I am not controlling that. I have no control over it. And what has happened is according to its own way it is happening. But I keep telling, why did the security not there? Why this was not here? If the security was there, it would have happened. Who knows? Even there were some 100 securities are there, they would have had more power to kill all the security people also and then kill these people. Right? Nothing is, every possibility is there. Because securities were not there, maybe there's less people came. If the security there, more people would have come. Whatever it is. Right? So, Manasa, Vacha, Chakshurbyam. By my eyes I am seeing. With my eyes I am seeing, I am just going to a place and see this thing with my eyes, whatever I am seeing is any material, it is very imperfect. It's not 100% factual. My here also, I hear all these material things. I make my own concocted ideas about it. People speak based on their concocted ideas. Chakshurbyam Saravanadibhi Nashwaram. It is Nashwaram. Nashwaram means very temporary. No Swaram. Nashwaram means there is no essence at all in it. Very temporary. And Grihyamanam. I am holding on to it. I am not letting it go. I am holding on to this Grihyamanam, these material experiences. I am so much disturbed. So many things have happened because at this point my mind is holding on to it strongly, isn't it? And after a week or 10 days, what will happen? Some other thing will happen and my mind will go on to put on to that. This will lose. Like this, how many things we have caught over and we thought that that is the only thing that is most important at this point. Then it changes, again it changes. You see where we are really here, how temporary these things are. So this verse has a lot to convey. Actually, I'm just quoting it, but actually it has a lot to convey. There's so many classes that Maharaj took on this one verse only, and he said, "You please practice these things. Don't just read, just like superficially read and go away. There's so much depth in it." And I'm doing that again and again and again, and I'm saying, "I'm Krishna conscious. How will Krishna accept it?" Actually, these are the slokas which we should be very much meditating on. This is one sloka, and it has another related sloka in Daksha's prayers also. Yad nirukta vachasa nirupitam tiyakshibirva manasota yasya ma bhut swarupam gunarupam hitat. What is that? Here comes some prayers. Niruktam vachasa nirupitam. This is Daksha's prayers here. 29, 6, 4, 29. These two are very much connected slokas. See, yad niruktam. Nirukti means I am establishing with my intelligence. Hey, this is there, this is there, this is that, so it is like this. Analysis. All materially thing. Without Krishna, without any role for Krishna to play there, you are just saying it is like this, it is like this, it is happening like this. So that is yad niruktam. Vachasa nirupitam. I am doing nirupan. I am proving. See, this is why I did it. This is why I did it like that. Diya kshibirva. Diya, by my intelligence. I am using all my high intelligence to show prove certain things. Then akshibi, my senses, all the indriyas, jnanendriyas and karmendriyas. And then manasota yasya. My mind also fully, I am engaging in it. But the thing is, Ma Bhut Swarupam. Ma Bhut Swarupam means is very clearly saying that it has nothing to do with the real nature of Krishna. Ma Bhut Swarupam Gunarupam Hitattat. Gunarupam Hitattat. We are seeing everything from a Bhautik Gunas. The Rajotama Gunas, made of all of them are made of Bhautik Gunas. Ma Bhut Swarupam. Their original Swarupa we don't know. For all these things, we don't know the original Swarupa because we are seeing it from our material mind, material intelligence, material senses. It should have been like this. It should have been like this. I want it to be certain way. That is why it should be like this. That is material mind, material intelligence. You get the difference? Krishna wants it. So if he wants it, will be happening in a certain. That is spiritual intelligence. So that is why he is saying Savai Gunapaya Visarga Lakshanaha. Savai Gunapaya means the whole thing, it's existing, everything is gunapaya. Because everything that is made of material thing, at some point it will be destroyed. Krishna will annihilate it. Everything that is created, he will annihilate it. Some of the things he will annihilate in a way which we like. Some of the things he will annihilate in a way which we don't, which is not compatible with our concepts. But he will annihilate somehow or other. Some will look like a very right thing to do. Some it will look like a very wrong thing to happen. but he doesn't care for our opinions. Because our minds are all creating these things. See, I will tell you the same thing. For example, so many people are saying, no, how can they do like this? How can they do like that? The people out there, they are doing parties. They are enjoying. They are having treats for this thing that they have created. For as far as they are concerned, this is the right thing they did, isn't it? So this is how people are all after this thing. So we should see these two verses. If you understand it, I am also, it's a long way to go to understand these two, realize these two slokas, 1177 and 6429. These two will give the real picture of this material world, where we are and who is doing all those things. We are still thinking wrongly that I am controlling. I have some certain amount of control in this world. But Krishna time and again proves that you have nothing. You can't control your own body, what to speak of others' mind and body. So please, seriously take. I'm sorry, we were supposed to be reading Prabhupada's thing, but sorry.
Prabhuji, which is the second shloka you said, 6 point?
6429, Mataji. You see that on the screen? Anything expressed by material vibrations, anything ascertained by material intelligence, and anything experienced by material senses or concocted with the material mind is but an effect of the modes of material nature and therefore has nothing to do with the real nature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Real nature of Krishna is Supreme Ananda. It has nothing to do with these things. Materially, we are creating, we are building house, we are building big buildings, or we are creating so many inventions, or we are doing a lot of projects. Not if they are not meant for the pleasure of Krishna. It has nothing to do with the real nature of Krishna. The Supreme Lord is beyond the creation of this material world, for He is the source of the material qualities and creation. As the cause of all causes exists before the creation and after the creation. I wish to offer my respectful obeisances to him. This is Daksha's prayers. Very, very beautiful two prayers. Maharaj always highlighted them. And please meditate on these two. Come to a balanced state. If whatever happens, see Krishna's hand in it. So for Kamalini Mataji's point, these verses which you are quoting, they have to be with us to give us the support whenever we face these kind of situations, abnormal and unfavorable situations. Bhagavatam comes to our rescue, right? Whatever happens, our balance should not be lost. Okay, so I will change the share to Prabhupada's story. Yeah. Let's read a little bit more. It's nice to hear what Prabhupada is doing here. Kanchalpati Prabhu, would you like to read? It turned out
that the man was a chief of police in Kuwait and a member of the royal family. He had come to Bombay for medical treatment, and on his first day out of the hospital, he was strolling in the area for the big pandal and crowd, and out of curiosity came to see what was going on.
See, very interesting, no? This such a very interesting. I was just strolling around there and see what's going on, and Prabhupada is calling him over and asking him to sit with him. Nice, really. Such a nice fortune he has to sit with Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhuji.
By bringing the man on stage and having him sit with the distinguished guest, Prabhupada demonstrated that Krishna consciousness was open to everyone and could be appreciated by everyone, even Muslims. He even asked the man to speak, but the man had reservations because he was a prominent person from a Muslim country and didn't want too much publicity. Overcoming his hesitation, however, the man joined in the kirtan, clapping his hands, and told Prabhupada that he liked the movement very much and would return the next day. Prabhupada invited him to come visit him at Mahadevya's house.
You see how purity acts here. He is not from this religion. He's from a different religion. He's having those hesitations. But Kirtan he is able to accept. Kirtan he is enjoying. That's the beauty of this Kali Yuga. Kalau tad Hari Kirtanath, right? Kirtana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Paramaja. Yes, please continue this.
2 days later.
Anyone wants to read, or anyone else wants to read?
Can I,
Okay,
Prabhu?
Prabhu, you can. Yes, Mataji, please. Chitra Mataji, and after that, Kamalni Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
2 days later, the man came with a Kuwaitian friend. Prabhupada told him.
Seriously, he brought one more friend. It seems like he was. That's the way Prabhupada attracts people, right? So please continue, Mataji.
Prabhupada told them that Krishna consciousness, God consciousness was our original consciousness. Any system of religion which revives this consciousness is first class religion. Prabhupada said it doesn't matter whether it is Christian religion or Hindu religion or Mohammedan religion. The system which revives our original consciousness, that I am eternally related with God as part and parcel. My aim of life is to go back to home, back to Godhead, and to act accordingly. This is God consciousness. Let me ask you one question. The man said, now your God is Hare Krishna and Krishna. God is one, Prabhupada stated. God is one, that's right. Your God, my God, there is no difference. God is one. God means the supreme controller. Prabhupada explained. Everyone has to accept the supreme controller. So there is no question of your God, my God, or his God. So that means the man began. My religion is. There is no my religion also, Prabhupada clarified. If God is one, then to know God or to abide by the orders of God is religion. According to the Bhagavad definition, Dharman tu Sakshat Bhagwan Parnitam. Dharma means the order of the law given by God, just like law means the order given by the state. Nobody can manufacture law at home. The state has ordered, keep to the left, that is the law. You cannot make keep to the right, that is not law. Therefore, religion means the order of God. So we must know what is God and what is his order. Then you are religious. Otherwise, there is no religion. If there is no government, then where is the law? There is no question of law. Law means there must be government, and the order given by the government is law. Similarly, do you have a book about your religion teaching the rules? The friend asked. Oh, yes, Prabhupada replied. The Bhagavad Gita. We have got many books. This is the beginning. ABCD. First of all, let us learn ABCD, then you go to higher standards. It's available all over the world? Bhavanand said. I don't think it is available? We can get him a copy. We have extra copies. And said Tamal Krishna. It is not available in my country, the man said. Here we have a copy. Tamal offered. We have got our center in Tehran. Prabhupada said. We have got many followers in Tehran. The in charge man, formerly his name was Akhtar. Now I have changed his name Atre Rishi. I have got many Mohammedan disciples. Actually, sir, I respect your religion, but I would like to read some books, the man said. You will benefit, Prabhupada said. I will take some books with me. I just came from Bombay hospital after treatment. The doctor allowed me. I have been walking like this and then I came here. This gentleman saw me and offered me the opportunity to meet you. Tamal Krishna asked the man if he could stay for our program in the evening, which would run for only about an hour, and the man agreed. Yes, of course, I will. We have also got chanting beads, Prabhupada said. Like ours? The man said, yes. You know, in our religion, actually, before I pray, I had to put this in, what do you call it? Sayara. We call it Siara. We keep these beads in a bag so that they may not touch the doors or the dust of the floor, Prabhupada said. Oh, I see. No, I don't keep it in on the floor. I keep it on the Siara because I pray. Anybody would like to read?
Kamalini Mataji, would you like to read a little bit more?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Just to protect it, because we chant God's name. So it is not different from God. That's right. God's name and God, the same absolute. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasavigraha Purna Shuddho Nityamukto Bhinnatvam Nama Namina. Padma Purana quoted as
Abhinnatvan.
Abhinnatvam Nama Namina. So there is no difference. Yes, Prabhu. Padma Purana quoted as C.C. Madhya 17.133. The holy name of Krishna is transcendently blissful. It bestows all spiritual benedictions, for it is Krishna himself, the reservoir of all pleasure. Krishna's name is complete, and it is the form of all transcendental mellows. It is not a material name under any condition, and it is no less powerful than Krishna himself. Since Krishna's name is not contaminated by the material qualities, there is no question of its being involved with Maya. Krishna's name is always liberated and spiritual. It is never conditioned by the laws of material nature. This is because the name of Krishna and Krishna himself are identical. There is no difference of quality between God and his name. When you say Allah and Allahu Akbar, as you say, there is no difference. Allahu Akbar, the man repeated. Yes, Allah means the great. I think Prabhupada said, God is great. So in connection with his name, whatever is there, it is great. Yes, I'm very glad that you have come. Please try to study the philosophy. Prabhupada told the devotees to keep the man's information. Tamal Krishna gave him a pen and paper to write his name and address and asked if he could visit him in Kuwait sometime. Oh yes, why not? The man replied. And his friend also gave his address and telephone number. Police department, the man explained. Inspector of police, Tamal Krishna said. So we won't have any difficulty finding you there. Of course not. You just call, the man said with a laugh. It's very kind of you to give this address, Tamal Krishna said. Okay, thank you. This is very good opportunity. Hare Krishna. Please stay for the program. Yes, I will stay. So this gentleman said Hare Krishna.
Yeah, that's
This is
what.
very
See, this is what I am trying to highlight. See how nice, pleasant this conversation is between Prabhupada and this Islam person,
yeah.
right?
Yes,
So
yeah,
when we approach with the right mentality of pure heart, how Prabhupada is seeing the personalities here, he never had any problems with all these other religion, even though he was sometimes he had to talk to them strongly. Why? Because the purity. So end of the day, the only thing that we should be worried about is how I can cultivate my purity at heart, purity in heart. That purity includes your strong conviction. Purity includes your samadharshi, mentality. Purity includes seeing everybody from a soul perspective, soul platform. All these things are included in that one thing, that purity. So that to the degree we are pure, to the degree we will be able to make friends with everybody.
I just wondered, Prabhuji, like, now they say in Quran, Allah says that whoever does not accept Allah, those people have to be killed or something. So how Prabhupada would have, answered this one? Had
Yeah,
Prabhupada been there? Yeah.
definitely. Prabhupada knows that there are things which are done in a certain way in those religions according to the time and situation. They are not like eternal, like Sanatana Dharma that we are talking about. They are offshoots in that sense. But then he can't go and directly tell them that, we can't go and directly tell them that, yours is inferior. There is no superior inferior. That's why Prabhupada keeps telling that Allahu Akbar, you are telling Allahu Akbar, that is also the name of God. And you are
Yeah.
also chanting. Actually, 99 names, all those 99 names are names of God that they chant. Al Jabbar, Al this, Al that, etc., etc. Oh, sorry, who was that? Somebody was trying to speak something. Hare Krishna. I thought somebody was trying to say something. Sorry. So Kamalini Mataji, that helps.
Yes, Prabhuji, yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm?
But
So
the
we'll end
only
with this
thing is,
last line.
yeah, Prabhupada said, if you believe that you are related to God, something like that, then whichever religion you follow, it is okay. But the religion which says that God has told us like this, so how can we say that? I do not know how to express. How can we say that such a person or such a God who is telling people to his followers to do
Those
such
are
things?
misinterpretations, Mataji. Like God is saying to kill others who are not following, accepting this path, and others are all misinterpretations and lower people. We cannot help such people. Think if we are continuing to be convinced about that, right?
So okay, genuine people who believe in God, that God will never say any such wrong things, Prabhuji. Then
see, the whole point is the leaders. The whole point is that the leaders should be mature. The leaders should should guide the dependent people in the right direction. If the leader is imbecile or is powerless, right? Then everybody will have their own things strongly doing the same thing. See, there are many other Muslim countries also, for example, say Saudi Arabia is there, then United Arab Emirates is there, then Oman is there, and all those places are there. Are people fighting like that there?
No. Yes.
Are they throwing bombs left, right, and center and doing that? Or are being very, what do you call, inimical towards the neighboring countries and so on, right? Why? Because they have strong laws. So they don't, even the rulers are strong. I mean, wherever they are, whatever. Strong in the sense, they should have with iron rod, they should be able to stop people from harming others. Right?
Yes.
So it is very important to do that. If the top is weak, then everybody will think that they can do anything they want and will just move on. They'll create chaos. Isn't it? That's what is happening out there. So this last line, let's continue and finish it up for today.
Okay. Bhakti Charu Swami later commented, just by calling that man to the stage, Prabhupada did $1 million worth of preaching.
We can stop this at this point because it is a logical point. So that incident is so beautiful here, very much related to the situation which you are discussing also, isn't it? And Prabhupada is how he is dealing with someone who is from a different religious path. We'll stop here. Krishna willing will continue. Yes, Mataji.
I have a doubt, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
In the sense, now we are seeing actually Prabhupada is not actually trying to convert anybody. Hai? He is only telling that whatever your religion you follow. But then at the same time, we are saying Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. And on the other hand, he says, you chant your own Allah Akbar and all you chant. There is no difference, he says. How do we reconcile this, Prabhupada? How do we reconcile this?
That's the point. See, the only thing is that, say, suppose now you are in Pune, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Right? We in Jewadi, wherever your home is there, somewhere there, right? So you know that place better than me. Because day in and day out you are there. Correct?
Correct. Correct.
I know that there is a place called Pune existing. I know that there's a place called Injayawadi, but if you ask me where is Life Republic, where is this, where is that, where is Megapolis, I may not exactly tell you. I may know where it is, but I may not be able to exactly tell you. Right? That's how the difference is. That's how the difference is. I also know Pune is. I'm not denying that Pune is not there. But you know better than me about the intricacies of Pune, or someone else may know even better than you about the intricacies of Pune, or the much more finer details about Pune. Correct?
Yeah, correct.
That's exactly
So
the
what?
difference between this other religion and our Krishna consciousness. Here we are having even more deeper details about Krishna, his place, the God, his place, his paraphernalia, his associates, and even more deeper.
Correct. We know
But in
everything.
that thing, they just stop with, see, if you look at all those 99 names, no, Mataji, in each of those 99 names, you can map it to Vishnu Sahasranama names or our Sanskrit way of giving the qualities. I
Okay.
mean, talk about the
Okay.
qualities. Adi
Okay.
Bija, Adi Purusha, those different names are there, no, for Krishna, like the
Okay. Okay.
Gajendra, how he prays,
Okay. Okay.
right?
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay,
you will
Prabhu.
see that Al
Got it.
Jabar, Al Kuda, Al this, Al that, Al means the, right?
Mm.
Like that. So they have all
Okay.
these different names. You see the names, it's exactly matching to our this thing. That's why I think one of the devotees wrote a book about comparing these two things. So it is just
Okay.
that you are stopping with the at a farther distance. At the same time, on the other side, our side, we are going into deeper details through Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. That is giving even more finer details. We don't
Okay. Okay.
put the other person and ridicule the other person saying that, hey, no, you don't know all these details. We are compassionate towards them, saying, see, what you are doing is also right only. Allah Akbar, you say that is fine. But Allah is a great, how great He is, in what way He is great, what will that great help me? Those are the things we have this information about. You continue to call Allah Akbar, whatever you are chanting, you do that. But if you want some information, additional information, more deeper information, you are welcome to come here. That is why Prabhupada always said, if you want to be, if you are a Muslim, be a good Muslim. If you are a Christian, be a good Christian. These are all broke people. So they think that they are following the name of religion. They are broke people. There are others who are following Quran and also our Bible so strictly, but they are good people. They are seeing everybody in a friendly way. Right? So
Yes,
that is
Prabhu.
why this particular shloka, I want to end with this shloka, just that you brought it up. It's important to read this shloka once again. 16:41. Yeah, this shloka, you please read this. This anywhere you see, you can read this
Shloka number?
translation. 16:41, bro. Very important shloka in this context. I've read this before, but it's a nice one. Yes. You want to
share
read?
screen is not happening, Prabhu. Yeah, this one
Oh,
only is
sorry.
coming.
Sorry, I think I was still showing this.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, 6:16:41. Please read this.
Okay. Okay. Translation. Being full of all contradictions, all forms of religion, but Bhagavad Dharma work under conceptions of fruitive results and distinctions of you and I, yours and mine. The followers of Srimad Bhagavatam have no such consciousness. They are all Krishna conscious, thinking that they are Krishna's and Krishna is theirs. There are other low-class religious systems which are contemplated for the killing of enemies or the gain of mystic power. But such religious systems, being full of passion and envy, are impure and temporary. Because they are full of envy, they are full of irreligion.
This is the you compare, and this Prabhupada writes so beautifully about the Bhagavad Dharma. This dharma is Bhagavata Dharma. Even we are saying, no, we are Hindus, we are not like that. There also problem is there. Even that is also having a lot of misconceptions. Bhagavata Dharma is the ultimate understanding that you are also Krishnas, you are also gods, I am also gods. So there is no difference between you and me. That is what Bhagavata Dharma propagates. So you please read this purport later at your leisure. Amazing purport that Prabhupada has given about Bhagavad Dharma.
Yes,
see, so this is how Bhagavatam helps us to come to the right conclusion. So we are not envious of those people. We are not we are only compassionate to them, the thing that why these people are wasting their valuable time and energy. If they don't listen, give them the right punishment and make them understand so that others are not getting disturbed. Because we don't have a duty only to those people. We are having a duty to the whole entire world's community to become God conscious. So let whoever has the authority to do, let them do. Let's help them by making more people come to Krishna consciousness. Like that famous statement that was going around in the recent, it has been spoken many times, but recently it was going around in different people's status also. I saw that we are encouraging people to read Bhagavad Gita in the jail, but not in the school. If they are teaching them in the schools and colleges, why do they end up reading it in the going to the jail? Isn't it?
Yes.
So these people, were they given proper instruction at the right time during that, I mean, at the right time, they would not have, at the right age, they would not have been coming to this path, the wrong path. Anyway, so Krishna will take his own care. Let's leave everything in his hands and be assured that he will do the right thing. He will do the best thing for us, not right thing, do the best thing for us and everybody around. So, and let's continue with our seva, keeping in mind that everybody's end is, everybody's last day is there. Yes, Chanchalpati Prabhu, you raise your hand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dhanotram Prabhuji, it's getting late, but if you allow, can I ask one question?
Yeah, please.
Prabhuji, already we have discussed, and just to give it more personalized touch, I want to ask one situation in our Dwarka congregation. One devotee related with me under my group. One situation came that I want to get answer. That's as we were discussing that we should not get agitated and we should help those who are in agitation. So the situation is that newly married couple just 1 year back, but there is some problem going on. The person, one partner is initiated devotee, but his activity is not that like of a devotee. He is like ordinary person, and his treatment is not good, and he is not sensitive. Now in that case, the other partner is trying to convince him, and somehow the other partner is not getting successful, and he is getting
Both of them are
disturbed in
initiated, or only the husband is initiated?
Now, husband is initiated, wife is not initiated, but
wife
both are
is more
practicing.
mature than the husband.
I can't say that also, but both are devotee, both are practicing devotee. One is initiated from 2010, already almost 25 years.
Oh, okay.
2010, from 2010.
15 years, okay.
But the behavior is not that of him. Matlab dikhave ka, he is external devotee, not internal devotee. So his behavior is not like that, and he's not having the feeling for the other partner. Now in that case, the other partner is getting disturbed, trying to amend but getting disturbed, and in her devotional service is going hampered. So what can be done? What suggestion
we should
can be?
discuss this separately, Prabhu. We should understand their situation a bit more deeper, and then we can do whatever we can to help them. But so you are saying that they're initiated for 15 years, but married only for the last 1 year. Means they have got initiated in a very young age.
Yes.
Let's discuss this offline, Krishna willing. I don't know in whichever way I can help. I'll be happy to be of some help. But let's discuss this offline.
Okay.
May require a lot more than 2 minutes answer, whatever, right? So I would suggest that we can talk over a phone or whatever, we can talk over a call.
I was just asking for that agitation part. The other partners, the devotional service is getting disturbed due to this. But I was just
it can be
asking
many,
agitation.
Prabhu, there are many things that can be in this because we don't see what 24 hours they are doing. Maybe they will come and tell some things which, may not be they won't reveal everything 100%. Today morning also we are discussing about the difficulties that the counselors, the mentors face. That the people who are fighting, they only tell their side, their thing is right. their right side of they say that things from their side which is only right from their perspective. So it requires a lot more deeper this thing. Maybe some senior Vaishnavas can help. In whatever way I can help, we will discuss this offline. There, of course, agitation is there, but how much of it is coming from whom, and because of whatever is there, external factors that are happening in their lives. There are other related. It's not that only those two people are agitated. There are other agitated people around in the family, relation, friends, etc. They may also create some disturbance. Who knows, right? So it's very difficult, Prabhu, to help somebody. First thing is they should have complete faith that we will be able to help them. So they should listen to us with that mentality. Second thing is that they should be frank with us, explaining everything that they're going through. And then third thing is they should follow also what we are saying, right? Whatever guidance that we means, I'm saying whoever is the Vaishnava that is senior devotee that is giving, right? So anyway, let's have a offline discussion on this, and thank you for bringing it up because you are concerned about them. Yeah, I'm also worried. So let's pray to Krishna and help in whatever way we can. Thank you, Prabhuji. We'll stop here. Krishna willing, yeah, we will see next class. I will let you know about about the next class in the coming days. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams. जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna.